So I'm joined by Lee Alexander, head of a busy week for the club, with Hibs up first for a midweek game before travelling back to Edinburgh to face Hearts at the weekend. So Lee, City are obviously in a pretty strong position at the minute after 3 games. You've scored 18 goals, you've not conceded any. What's the feeling amongst the team at the minute?
It's great, to be honest. It's really positive. Obviously, we're really fortunate that we've got a big squad to choose from, and it's highly competitive. So to take 9 points out of the first 3 games back has been great. To score loads of goals, a lot of the new players also kind of bedding into the team, and of course getting clean sheets for us in the back line is always really positive. So no, it's been a really good start back to kind of getting back to football again.
Yeah, and it's obviously been 3 pretty convincing scorelines there, which has landed you at the top of the league again. How does City maintain this form going forward and hopefully, stay in that top spot?
We just need to keep performing. I think after each game we're getting better, understanding each player and building the relationships again. Obviously we're quite a relatively new team with a lot of players coming in over the kind of winter period. So, of course, game by game, we're getting to know each other a bit better. As I said earlier, the competition in the squad is huge. Unfortunately, there's at times that there's people that won't actually make the squad 18 for a match day. So for us, it's brilliant to know that every session, everybody's fighting for that place for a come a Sunday. But we want to make sure that we're still hitting the ground running, especially tomorrow. We know it's going to be a really difficult game. Hibs have been our main title rivals for the last couple of seasons, obviously winning a lot of the cups along the way as well. So we know it's going to be a really difficult game, but you know what, we're really excited that game days are back and the games are coming in thick and fast at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned there briefly that obviously you had quite a few new players come in over the January window just before the suspension. You obviously didn't have that much time to train together or play together. Do you feel like you've clicked as a team? It certainly looks like it from the outside.
Yeah, no, it's going really well, obviously. Odie's off the back of having 2 hat-tricks. Pree's done really well coming in. Yulia, as well as, gosh, who else? There's Arna as well. Like there's so many people that have come in, and as you say, building relationships, it does take time, but it seems to have worked quite quickly. Obviously, we've had that kind of time on the training pitch for the last month or so before the league got restarted again, and I think that was hugely beneficial for ourselves to be able to have some squad games and to get to know each other a little bit better and going through the games. It's started to kind of click on the pitch, and that's what we're wanting. So hopefully long may it continue.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And obviously, as you said there, Hibs is always a tough game, and with another game to think about and to consider in this week, how are you preparing for Hibs first and then for Hearts?
Obviously, first and foremost, we look at the game tomorrow night, and as I said, we know it's going to be really difficult, especially away from home. Hibs are difficult to play against away. They've got some top players still. Obviously, they've got leadership in Joelle, and obviously having Rachel Boyle in there as well. So we know that it's going to be difficult, and we know that we need to perform. We need to be scoring goals, and we need to make sure that we're limiting chances at the back. So it's the same as every game that we go into. We know that we need to get the 3 points to make sure that we're still there come the end of the season, battling for top spot. And then obviously we return back to Edinburgh on Sunday again. So games are coming in quick, but as a player, that's what you want. You want to be playing games, midweek games. As much as you don't get too much time in the training pitch, as a footballer, all you want to do is play as much as you can. So for us, it's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for you personally, how has it felt to get the season back underway after a 4-month break?
It's been huge. Been a long time coming. It was difficult, obviously, coming off the long lockdown back last summer, and then getting back into the league fixtures, and then obviously coming back for, I think it was literally only 3 or 4 sessions, and then everything was cut short again. So it was difficult, obviously, with the weather being that bit colder and the nights and the mornings that bit darker. The motivation had to be there to be able to get the sessions done. So I think, if speaking on behalf of all the players at the club and probably the majority of all the players at the other teams in the league, it's just relief that we're back playing football again, and we're really fortunate that we're in that position to be able to do so. So, the games are coming in quickly, but I think everybody's really looking forward to making sure that the season comes to an end.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously at the minute there's no fans in the stands. Is it a bit strange? Are you missing the buzz of having a crowd?
It's such a shame, because obviously we've moved from Petershill over to Cumbernauld, and it's difficult because you're so used to having fans there, and now over the course of the last bit of the year, there's nobody been there, and stadiums are quiet, it echoes. It's just strange. Football is built for fans, so we really miss them, and we're really looking forward to when they can all come back in and cheer us on again.